Alright, welcome. Let's get the stream up. Yes, welcome to the second to last playing round in the Alpha War Clan Wars. We are in top 64. And this time we have the Handsome Dan Modeling School, represented by Will Zhang, playing Dragon, up against the Beef Crew's Brett Dickinson. The winner of these two guys will be playing against Luis Bretas, also known as LGB, I think. But for today we have Brett Dickinson and Will Zhang. I think Will Zhang is Togashi Will, and Brett Dickinson should be Rubik's, if I'm not mistaken. Let's just join the game. Clan War. Greetings, gentlemen. Hype talk, that's good. So, Beef Crew are at 103 points. They are 2 points behind Rokugan and Maddox, so they really need this win to try to catch up to us. And Handsome Dan's Modeling School also have some catching up to do. They are also 2 points behind Mines Satire at 68 to 70. So both teams really want this win, I think, because that means more potential points for their respective teams. Alright, let's have a quick look at the decks before we get started. Let's actually get this full screen. So, our friend Brett Dickinson is playing Unicorn Keeper of Fire out of HNT. It is driven by Courage, Appalling Authority, Fist of Famine, City of Rich Frog, Endless Plains. So, very non-defensive row, and then probably driven by Courage on Stronghold. And City of Rich Frog to find those high roll turn ones quite easily. We see a spicy one of Moto Nergui. Gonna be interesting to see if she makes any difference here. I think she could. We also see Shinikura. Really nice tech choice. Get those Fate of those rings. Really nice. Really good with Shinigun. So the restricted card is Contested Countryside instead of Keepers, which is something I well, it's the two choices you have as Unicorn. You get either the one or the other. For conflict side, we have Lion Splash. We see Makeshift War Camp, giving those big red numbers, and Brett is playing quite a low curve, so we can really pump those numbers up. We also see a Yuchi Wayfinder, 2 Censures, could be interesting. If you get a high roll turn 1, you could get those online. We also see a Ready for Battle, interesting choice, and a very spicy Flank the Enemy. One of the newer cards from pack 6 of last cycle. Gonna be interesting to see if our boy Brett can make use of it. Let's go over to High House of Light for Will. Keeper of Fire, also Crane Splash, Sacred Sanctuary, State of Rich Frog, Resto, Shameful, and Pursuit of Justice. Interesting. Interesting water choice there. I guess with Favorable Grounds and Hawk Tooth, sure. And if I'm not mistaken, oh, it is Mitsu 2, okay. Yeah, this is basically the Mitsu deck. You want to build that big tower. There's also this spicy Tadakatsu in here, which is kind of interesting. And also Sudden Tempest for those rally plays, and sometimes quite useful to turn off a big fate pool to save for the stronghold when you're second player. Otherwise it's the same. It's build a big tower, keep it going with Proven Grounds, Return of Fence, Defend Your Honor. Big trouble for our Unicorn hero. The chat is not emotes only, by the way, so keep me company if you will. If you will. Aha. Alright, but I think the players are ready. Just about 1 minute. So place your bets in the chat. Who do you think will take this? I am a unicorn boy, so I will favor Rubik's that way. But he's also Beef Crew, our Mr. Brett, so he has that weakness going for him. LGB wanting the unicorn matchup instead of the dragon, sure. And it would be really be nice if the underdog, Will, for the Handsome Dan modeling school, could gather some points. Mostly just to keep Beef Crew down, but also we like underdogs. Let's go. You think Unicorn has the upper hand in this matchup? I very much disagree, Mr. Pyrrhos, but guess we'll have to see. I am ready when you are. I think this is one of Unicorn's harder matchups. Because if that tower is online at turn 2, you just lose. You can't do anything about it. Although Rubik's does have that one of Nurgui here, so it might not be as bad as it could be. Because Unicorn being the ephemeral clan, as some would like to call it, or the aggressive, or the fate and card spending clan, you're gonna play events, you're gonna burn your fate, your characters are gonna go away, and that tower is still gonna stand there. So the threshold for breaking promises is just gonna be bigger and bigger and bigger while the tower grows higher, but the amount of resources you have is gonna drop. So that's the risk when playing Unicorn against this Dragon's deck, but of course, as you say, Unicorn could go very fast. So we'll have to see, and this looks like a very fast start for Rubik's. We find, oh, okay, not that great. We find a Gunso with the Gunso, still something, 2 characters. Doomchigenya for Furbolgi. And we might see Board Rider and maybe even a Moto Youth here. Let's see, 3 join the phrase in Rubik's, no. Going for the Passing Fate, good. High roll or die, yeah, of course. Very much high roll. Let's see, above question for Furbolgi. Let's see how many assassinations. 2 assassinations in the Unicorn deck. So we might see that above question go on the Swordsmith, just to protect it. Let's see what ring we go for here. We'll go for water, so this is a charge for sure. This could be quite dangerous if Will defends with a Doomshi and yeah, there could be a Defend Your Honor here. Yeah, exactly. If Unicorn needs to spend too many resources on turn 1 where there isn't much of a tower, I think this very much telegraphs a joiner fray, but the Doomshigenya is bigger than these guys, so if a Defend Your Honor pops up here, that could be very interesting. So already we see, yeah, first conflict. Rubik's has to push here. He cannot afford to get this join the fray cancelled. So instead he's gonna just play the Curve Blade, force Will to do anything else, but Will just passes. So Rubik's gets to keep the join the fray. If he has one, of course. He maybe not. Obviously Spoils of War, so pretty good start here for Brett. Scoring a strength in numbers, interesting. Probably has a couple of duplicates. Also getting that watering off the table is good for counterattack. See, what was the row? It was Endless Plains, okay. So now we'll probably goes for a crackback or going fire. Yeah, of course he wanted the keepers, and this protects him against either way of the open hand or assassination. So I think this is a pretty good attack, especially if we can break this. Discard that. Oh, there's an open hand. I think you actually have to use the finger here. Unless there's a conflict character. Yep, there's the finger. And there's the above question. Yeah, sure. So Furbolgy is safe here, Mr. Will. Does he have any pole pumps? Any ornate fans perhaps? No. Needs to play a... Okay, he doesn't... Yeah, he has one Seal of the Dragon. But no, no break. The two keepers. Interesting to go for honor on the Swordsmith instead of the dishonor on Board Rider, which means that Rubik's can break unless Will defends with both keeper initiates here. Exactly, yeah. If Rubik's Board Rider got dishonored here, they would have to spend another card. Now we see the lone Board Rider coming in swinging for 5. So a rough defense for Will here. Perhaps a misplay, some would say. But going for that longevity, that the long con, if you will, is sometimes good. But we see an uncontested break here, and a second Spoils War. So yeah, really good start here for Rubik's. So that defense was pretty much meaningless. Honor is not going to be an issue for Will. Okay. 1 second. And Will decides to pass his conflict. Interesting. Try to get the favor perhaps. Oh, but here's the Tessan, so really fast start for Rubik's. How many captives does he play? He plays 2. So now we might see a captive audience. Giving up the Earth Ring. Will did. Restoration of balance it is. See the fence from Will. Or not. If he doesn't defend, that means that he probably wants favor. Yep, no defense. Force him to play. If he plays the captive audience, he can't defend it anyway. So I think this is the right play. But yeah, rough start for Will. Some interesting choices there. Defending while it didn't matter, and a bit of a weird choice on the firing there. And a very good start for Rubik's. Border Rider and Curblade and 2 spoils. 2 breaks, 2 conflicts. See if he has the captive. I think captive, and even if he doesn't have the ambusher, I think that's fine. Discarding 3 and drawing 1. So we'll be down to 5 cards to 7. Getting a big old thinker here. Oh, we see a Jin played. I mean, sure, he has two, so why not? Might as well use it. He probably has the second one then. There's the resto. See what we discard. Expensive, sure, but Will has also used a lot of resources here. He's down to 1 fate and 8 cards in hand. He has only played 2 cards, but a lot of fate gone for Will. While Brett has a bit of a pool left. Oh, and finds a Void Fist. That is big for Brett. Discarding Ambusher, Curblade, and Bonsai. Okay, so probably didn't have the thing. Mitsu 2 would be huge here. Yasamura can't do much against that boy. He did discard the strength number, so I assume he has the second one. Ooh, and we don't find a Mitsu 2 for Togashi Will, so this might be Yukuni then, I guess. Mitsu would have been really big. Get the 5 cards, throw an Earth Ring in there. And we find a Tarakatsu instead. That's interesting. Tarakatsu 2 Fate. Yeah, some interesting plays coming out from Will Zhang here. 2 Fate is a lot here. Especially with the Tetsuko on the field. And with just the Stronghold left. Which means that he will go into this conflict with 3 Fate. Yep, there's the Tetsuko. And Brett not fading his characters, he thinks he has to win right now. And looking at this board, I'm inclined to agree. There's the bids, 5 to 5, and yeah. At least Brett doesn't get a good ring here, he probably gets the water or void. Yeah, void probably. There's a Tarakatsu. First conflict. I think you go for an attack here with the keeper. What? No, you can't go water because Tarakatsu. Yeah, this Tarakatsu play was very interesting. Here we're gonna see probably a Finger Jade. Protect against the covert, but he's gonna get sent home, I think, by a potential second strength numbers. I think there was 3 in the deck, yeah. That could be it, Prius, yeah, correct. We see Duelist Training getting played, we see Curblade, Fine Katana. Okay, so no Finger Jade. Playing a 2-cost Hawk Tattoo into this conflict is gonna be not the way to win this, I think. He really needs that second Finger Jade. I think he plays 3. Yeah. Yeah, because Yukun has 3. Oh yeah, High House of Light, that's correct, yeah, sure. But he can have High House of Light because Hawk 2 and then the thing, yeah. And defend your honor, sure. But there's still that Tetsuko though. So if he gets coverted, which probably will, yeah, he's gonna get coverted. So that is 2 fate gone. It's gonna have 1 fate left, so we play 1 card, which is probably a defend your honor. This looks quite rough for Will. There's the Hawk Tattoo, and then probably the High House use. Just a pass. Uh-oh, he's gonna get sent home and that's it. Well, defend your honor is a thing, but makeshift war camp. So now we can't defend your honor, because Tetsuko is now 8 to 6, 8, 9. Okay, he's still bigger. Ooh, passes. This is risky. There's a strength number on the keeper. What? I guess he has a 3rd one in hand, perhaps? That is very interesting. Maybe he wants to Jin and then charge? Or Jin cavalry reserves? To protect the cavalry reserves against the defend your honor. There's the High House of Light, okay. What is SS, Christian? Sacred Sanctuary, okay, yeah. Sacred Sanctuary. Maybe Brett is not too familiar with that card. You never know. There's the cavalry reserves. 6, 8 to 6, 7. There's the cavalry reserves, and that is it. So yeah, some interesting plays from Will here. Yeah, it didn't matter much. Unicorn was able to go over the top before the tower was built. And when the tower was built, it couldn't be used. Big red numbers, as you say. So congratulations to Brett, making it to the top 32. And well played to Will Zhang, making it to the top 64. Getting some points for Handsome Dan Modeling School. And that is the 5th unicorn in, no, 4th one in top 32, I think. So that's gonna be Sergio, me, Christian, Daniel, and yeah, Brett, 5th. Alright. And as we said before the game started, it's gonna be Brett that faces off against Luis Bretas. Let's see what the team Luis is from. He plays for Beef as well, so it's gonna be a beef on beef action. Alright. Some inter-team warfare. Civil war, if you would. Alright, Unicorn goes fast, and I guess that's it. Thank you so much for watching, and hope to see you in the next one. Have a good night.